Previews. Bitcoin filled CME gap last week, swept out Monday's low, followed this sort of slow sideways path. So we'll be watching for a strong move up and a pullback off that. If we were to see it, we'll be looking at Bitcoin moving back up to 120, back to 118, flipping this range that it's in here, this consolidation that's covering all of this resistance right down to that support, and watching to see if we do move up through that on any pullback, is it able to hold? Can we turn this into a base that Bitcoin can rally from? Or is that going to hold as a resistance, which makes this more of a sideways chop and we probably head towards the lows of it? 1 hour bands would say we flipped. Obviously uptrend has ended, the momentum has ended, it's flipped the opposite way. Not necessarily a downtrend yet, because as the pushes tries to go lower, we're seeing weakness on that. This little squeeze back up to the range really to me just looks a bit like bottom shorts getting squeezed, and really no signs of strength yet on Bitcoin. Obviously that strength's coming more so from ETH. As it grinds sideways, moved through its own range back to about the 200 EMA on the 1 hour, held it, trying to move back up, back into that 4500 resistance. So as long as it holds this impulse, double impulse through that level, I think ETH looks all right from here. Losing that level and losing that impulse would send it back towards these lows for a sweep. So maybe this is support, or there has to be another sweep to come. If there's going to be another sweep to come, I'll be watching the gap created by this impulse. Obviously depends where this hourly candle closes. But if I start to see ETH closing back below that level, that's when I would look for moves back down. So if you start to see it closing below here, watch for a move down towards those lows. And at that point, waiting to see, do we get a reaction off it? Anything that holds above, watch for it to move to 46.71. That'll be the most obvious internal liquidity that it would target. So any sort of sideways movement can build up for that. And I'd be watching, if we stay above 4,500, if we stay above that gap level, you could see it moving through to the next level above. So 2-3. And as for gold, gold closed below 3,400. So I think as long as gold stays below 3,400, it's going to go down to 33. It started to fill in this triple impulse from a couple of weeks back, from the start of the month, and seems to be not gaining any strength yet. I think it's going to fully revert this move. Any bounces, if they're not able to reclaim